Every day, in many Filipino homes, at their dining tables, there's one food item that they've grown to love: Gardenia bread. Soft, creamy, delicious bread, made world-class for every Filipino family. Enjoyed for breakfast, snacks, baon, any time of the day, every day. Filipinos love Gardenia because it's truly masarap kahit walang palaman. Enjoyed all over the country, Gardenia is undoubtedly the #1 bread brand in the Philippines.
And now, Gardenia is bringing our freshly baked breads closer to you as we now have our first plant in Mindanao. Chadaha uy!
Gardenia bread has been part of Filipino families and homes since 1998. Since its founding, Gardenia's mission has always been to make world-class quality bread more accessible and affordable to every Filipino. To make this happen, Gardenia has a wide distribution network nationwide. Since its establishment, our continuous distribution growth has been evident, highlighting our success. Now, Gardenia is considered as the most widely distributed loaf brand in Metro Manila, reaching as far as Ilocos and Cagayan provinces in the north, Bicol and Sorsogon in the south. Gardenia is also available in the Visayas and Mindanao.
To better serve the Mindanao market, this new Nutrimax plant was built right here in Taguluan, Misamis Oriental.
Like our other plants in the Philippines, this new plant is modern and world-class. Loaf breads made here are untouched by human hands. Here, Gardenia bread is also made in a fully automated and computer-controlled process, which adheres to the latest technological innovations that the brand has been known for. You all know that Gardenia makes high-quality bread that's soft and delicious. But do you know how it's made? Before our bread arrives on your table, it goes through different processes, each one an important step in ensuring the quality of each loaf.
Here's a treat for all of you. We'll take you inside the Nutrimax plant so you can witness firsthand how Gardenia breads are made. Let's go inside and watch this delicious experience.
World-class quality bread starts with world-class quality ingredients, and Gardenia's quality assurance team ensures that. Some of our ingredients are made exclusively to Gardenia specifications. That's why it tastes so good.
The first step begins in these silos and day bins. These house our bread's major ingredients, including flour, sugar, milk, and whey powder.
The silos and day bins hold these ingredients until they're ready to be transferred to the sponge and dough mixers. The sponge and dough method of baking is one of the reasons why your Gardenia breads are so soft. Once the breads are released, they go through the first step of bread production: sponge mixing. In this stage, the first half of the ingredients are mixed to form the sponge. Once the sponge is ready, it moves on to the next step: fermentation.
During fermentation, the aroma, flavor, and texture of bread is enhanced, and that's why Gardenia breads are so flavorful.
From the fermentation room, the sponge is transferred to the dough mixer. Using the dough trough elevator. The fermented sponge is poured to the dough mixer, where the remaining half of the ingredients is added. After mixing, the prepared dough will then be transferred to the makeup line, where 4 major operations happen: dividing, rounding, intermediate proofing, and molding. First, the dough is cut to its required weight. Second, it is rounded into a ball to smoothen its surface. This is done in a conical equipment called the rounder. Third, the dough passes through the check weigher to ensure the correct weight of every loaf. Lastly, the weighed dough pieces are transferred to the intermediate proofer where the dough is allowed to rest prior to molding. Then, it's flattened, rolled into a cylindrical shape, and cut into its final form. After this process, the dough will be automatically placed in the baking pans. The baking pans are now brought to the giant overhead proof box for final proofing. The temperature and humidity controlled room contains multi-level swing trays at a controlled speed. This allows the dough to rise inside the pan. After the final proofing, the baking pans are automatically covered with a lid using a robot. Meanwhile, empty baking pans go through a tornado pan cleaner to clear dough residue. Then, pass through a pan greasing station where they're sprayed automatically with a highly specialized baking oil. This prevents the bread from sticking into the pan during the baking process. Lidded baking pans are piled in rows and are automatically pushed inside the 29-meter tunnel oven. Gardenia uses an oven which is heated by environment-friendly LPG. Because the heat is equally distributed, our bread has uniform crust color and is consistently soft. After baking, the metal lids are automatically removed and stored for cooling using a robot in a lid stacker area. Now, the baked bread is loosened from each pan, then taken out of the baking pans using gentle suctions. These automatically lift the bread out of the pan into a conveyor untouched by human hands. Meanwhile, the hot baking pans pass through the pan coolers to cool the pans, ready for the next batch of dough. The freshly baked hot breads are conveyed upwards in the first cooling tower. Then, it crosses a bridge at the top, thereafter conveyed downwards on the second tower. This process allows the bread to cool down to the desired temperature before slicing and bagging. Once the baked breads reach its desired loaf temperature, we do one final quality check. After cooling, loaves from horizontal split conveyors pass through the tumbling station that lets us check the four sides of each loaf for quality and consistency before the last step.
This is also where highly trained checkers perform the final quality visual inspection per loaf. This ensures that only breads that meet Gardenia's high-quality standards are sliced and packed.
Now, the loaves are fed into the slicer where they are automatically cut to the desired thickness. The loaves are then bagged using a high-speed automatic bagger. Finally, to seal in freshness, color-coded G-locks imprinted with a price, batch number for traceability, and expiry date complete the whole package.
After packaging, every Gardenia loaf passes through a metal detector to ensure that there are no metal contaminants. This is done before the loaves are placed in clean trays and then transferred to the dispatch area, ready for delivery.
Gardenia breads are known for its good taste, softness, freshness, oven-baked aroma, and nutritive value. Gardenia's continuous innovation allows it to constantly develop more types of breads to meet consumer needs.
Aside from the cottony soft and creamy white bread, Gardenia has other products to suit every taste.
For health-conscious individuals, we have our health line, made from premium ingredients like wheat and real honey to give you soft, moist, and healthy breads. Gardenia's wide range of flavored breads appeal to every consumer, young and old. Gardenia's version of Pinoy's favorite breakfast, pandesal, crusty on the outside, soft on the inside. There's our toast, which is made with white bread, butter, and sugar, baked to a perfect crunch. Now, there's also the more affordable New Bake, our super sulit, super sarap line with white, wheat, and other bread variants. Health is important to us at Gardenia. So aside from producing healthy breads, we take the lead in wellness programs. And for kids to know how healthy breads are made, Gardenia allows free school plant tours. Here, students are taught healthy eating, proper hand washing, importance of sanitation practices, and of course, how delicious Gardenia breads are made.
Gardenia believes in giving back to its communities. It's our way of bringing new hope and new smiles to people.
Working with different government and private organizations, Gardenia provides support and assistance to various projects. This is part of the company's CSR programs that helps uplift the lives of Filipinos. From plant, process, product, and people, Gardenia brings all these new things to Mindanao with our Nutrimax plant.
It's a new chapter in Gardenia's story to bring its products to more people in the Mindanao area. And it's part of our bigger commitment to bring world-class, quality breads to every Filipino family.